we are going to create a page. This is your one single master page. Whatever the resource which is common, that we will be keeping inside this master page. Okay, whatever the resource or whatever the look and feel which is common to your web application, that will be part of this header. Oh, sorry, that will be part of this master page. Okay, header is common for the page, complete multiple pages. Footer is common. In the same way, logo is common or some details are common. Now we call this guy as a special place. What we will do is, instead of loading the login button or instead of loading the login component, product details component, etc., what we will be doing is we will be creating separate component. In fact, we have discussed this at the time of initial React discussion, right? Now, component-based development we have called as React is strictly a component-based development. Now, I'm going to create login component. I'm going to create product details component. I'm going to create single product details component. Now, what I'm going to take is I'm going to take the one single master page and load the corresponding component. If you want the login page, just keep the login block under this. No, we don't want the login. We have to load the product details. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the product details, injecting onto the page. So we will be loading the corresponding component onto the page, but not the page is getting newly created. So with this, the advantage is we are not reloading the resources which we have already loaded. The same page which is loaded on the top, the components will be switching between them. One component will come login. If the user is a logged in user, I'll take out that component, I'll load the second component. If that is done, go with the separate component. So this is what we call it as a single page web application design pattern. Okay, so with this, what we are going to achieve, we are going to increase the performance of the page by not to reload this, but instead we are going to go with only, we are going to only load the not the complete page, but instead only the particular required component will be loaded. Okay, now under this, now how the component will be updated, binded, etc. things that will be taken care by your React Virtual DOM. Okay, that's a separate topic. That's a different thing, but it is on the top of this, what do you say, single page web application concept. Now, how the component will be loaded? Okay, you are saying that, boss, okay, load the login page, login component. Now, I have to load this component inside this page. How you're going to do? Two ways. Either you do conditional based. Okay, you can put some conditions, right? In your JSX, you can say that if it is login selected. Okay, for example, I'm writing a expression. I say login selected equal to true. Then what you're going to do? You're going to load the login component. Okay, if I say that product details is equal to true, product details has to be loaded. You say something called as what do you say? Product details component. Okay, in the same way, you say something called as single product is equal to true. Okay, what you're going to do? You're going to load the single product component. So like this, I mean, based on the, we can put some conditions. Based on that, you can add this. But do you really think it's a feasible way? No. The reason is, if we are loading this conditional based components, you user won't be getting any type of clue through the URL. In general, whenever we go with this URL, like URL also has to be loaded. I say initially, login.html is the one what got loaded. Or like you will say, local host 5073, something got loaded. This is the initial page. When the login is getting loaded, let us make the URL has to be updated as login. If the product details